Gemini, welcome. It's the Rainbow Wizard. I will be doing your reading. Thank you for stopping by. It is the 8th of December and Sagittarius season it is. Also Mercury retrograde. Gemini, this is for your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment if the comment section is on. And let's dive into your reading. It is a stormy weekend here in the UK, and oh my goodness, I don't sleep very well when it's stormy. I never have since I was a child. I don't like it. I don't know why. Maybe you will know, Gemini, maybe air signs. We have enough air already going on in our head. I don't need an additional dose of it. Anyway, okay, let's get the cards together here and just dive into your reading. Gemini, please like if you haven't already. So, well, here it is, the Five of Swords. Tit for tat I'm getting. Is that, it could be someone, yeah, okay, fives. Okay, the 5 energy, that's very Mercury retrograde as well. It's misunderstanding, a bit fickle. It's like, another day on the battlefield. So it could be something between the two of you. It's something that is immature perhaps here. One is getting the upper hand over the other. Well, I feel this person and you, there could be an ending, or there has been an ending. It's like a war zone here. It's a bit of a war zone here. I feel like I'm walking straight into a big cat fight. It's a cat fight going on here. It's someone could be giving you sleepless nights. You're like, oh my God, I'm going to, it's like there's a possessiveness here. Someone is possessively stalking you as well, or this is someone that could be triggering you too. Maybe there's been too many drinks between the two of you. I don't know. Something went down. Something about gossip here is coming up. This could be temporary. It seems like something have escalated. There could have been gossip, a false reputation, too many drinks. It could be reading for someone that's very young here. It's like with what goes up comes down kind of thing. It's also not lasting energies, all right? So that's what I'm getting initially. Is bit of a chaos going on here. The Knight of Wands and the 9 of Wands. So someone here has been through the ringer. One step forward, two steps back here. This person is juggling, to say the least, with their ways. It doesn't have to be necessarily with options, but it's something about this person juggling, repeating something that clearly they should give up on here. What is this energy? Crazy energy. Wow. Let me see. Okay. So you're dealing with someone here. They're very charming, very good looking. You'll always have a good time with them. There's a lot of lust here as well. It started off as, well, you just think that this person came towards you being, innocent, flirtatious, fun. But then, they started to invest here and they kept in touch with you. They did. And it looks like this person, all right, kept that they are in a relationship, or that they wanted to be in a relationship, like they wanted that, but their ego said, don't show that, so I'm going to keep my options open kind of thing here. I don't know what this person have got going here, because, okay, let's see. What am I getting myself into here? So sounds like the storm outside is wild. All right. It looks like this person assumed, maybe they assumed that you were a player, Gemini. They assumed you were, someone said you were, or someone said you did something, so they were, I don't know, they held back. But that could have been a lie. That's what someone said. Could be hidden enemy here. Could be a friend as well. This person, if they're younger, it's like this could be someone, a friend that's giving them just, they're listening to advice as it's a valid advice, but it's not, it's a bad advice. Yeah. 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 All right. Looks like they're finding out the hard way. Okay. I see someone is growing up throughout this process. All right. They could have been listening. Again, getting the wrong advice is just a bit like throwaway comments. Maybe they're saying that, oh, I'm not really into commitment, or asking about you. Maybe someone's saying something about you that, Gemini, you can't trust them. You know, they have so many options. It could be just something completely wild, like something that isn't true, whatever. And they're like, well, you should also keep your options open. And it's just something like tit for tat here. And then it's like they're starting, it's almost like someone is telling them, well, you know, you are, you know, living in your best life, your best age, you should, maybe they recently become single, something like that. You shouldn't tie yourself up right now. I don't know. Just like, it's just like a bit of a, there could be an environment where a little bit of a testosterone flying around. All right. Maybe this person is sort of, it's just silly advice, silly following the advice, because they're already see the foot that is on the ground is the one they, you know, they're grounded. It could be Taurus in their chart. They feel grounded, they feel connected to you, they feel it's the right thing to do, what they want to do, most importantly. But then there's an immature energy around them where it's like, no, that's not we. It's someone's like being through the ringer. Maybe they do boxing here. So it's like, I've been through the ringer. It's like, I just see here, it's like a wild kind of energy come over them. And it could be something they said, or a rumor, or something that isn't true. Maybe there's something about their family, or maybe what they do for, like, I don't know, it's like the environment they're in, basically. And it's almost like someone's egging them on to do something that is outside of their comfort zone, I feel. Yeah. It's almost like, oh, well, it's just one night. So let's say the two of you, if you were together here and this person suddenly decided to be a player for the night, or maybe it's like they allowed someone to, it's almost like a stag party gone wrong, right? It's like hungover. That's what I'm getting. It's a bit silly. It's a bit silly. You haven't heard all the story kind of thing here. So yeah, I'm just getting that. Yeah. The truth about everything will come to light, and it's something, you know, you can just laugh about it here. That's what I'm getting. It's something silly that is coming to light. Sorry, Gemini, I had to take a break. So I have a bit of a strain injury in my arms. Won't go into detail. Has something to do with sitting in a very poor posture, shuffling and on my PC for the longest time without stretching. Nevertheless, so I had to I have to sort of sit in a certain position. I have shuffled. So I see here, Gemini, that all right, it's a bit of a messy situation right now. It seems that the advice is not to take any action at all. I see that subconsciously you feel like this person have caused you a bit of a nightmare, and there's a nightmare around this person. Now they want a new beginning, they love you, they will give you a lot of attention, and let them do just that. There has been an ending. They want to go through a transformation here with the death card, but I see that you just feel at your wit's end with the situation. I feel with this person. Now, when it comes to, there could be sort of manipulation, gossip. It could just be bad habits as well. There could be, it's almost like the pot's been stirred. All right. So when the pot's stirred, it's a bit, sometimes the devil, like I got the devil once when I don't really do my own cards, not much exciting is happening in my life though, but there was I think I don't know when it was, but it was me like doing my reading, and I thought, why is the devil coming up anyway? I didn't check the weather forecast. I walked outside and like I nearly got in an accident, right? There was like all these things coming on the back of it. It's almost like sometimes it's different meanings. It's not about the weather forecast, but at that period, I was just a little bit silly and oblivious, and I was being sort of, nah, I don't care about checking anything before I go. I don't care about Mercury retrograde. I don't care about any of the warning signs that I get in my subconscious. All right, just an example. So you, Gemini, you have been getting this warning in your subconscious. But then you're like, no, reality is that, well, it's not my subconscious, isn't my reality. So if you ignore it, it's almost like then you will get the taste of that devil, someone that is like, there is some kind of obsessiveness there to sort of take me back now. Or if you stay in hermit, maybe you will do some research, you will calm down the situation. I don't know. It's a little bit like damned if you do, damned if you don't. And there's a bit of obsession going on around. Maybe, it's like people watching this connection for the moment. That's what I feel here. So just like everything is a bit, it's like, don't go outside when it's a storm. Just put it, it's like, well, do you have to go outside when it's a storm? If you can risk something, if you're in a place that's risky, that's the weather I'm talking about. It's probably not relevant, but it's something about, okay, if this person has some heat on them or you, or there will be kind of a third party involved, or just someone that's a bad influence, someone that isn't really on the side of this person coming towards you, for instance, best just to stay in hermit until everything's calmed down. You two could be from two different cultures, have a different way of going about things. You might be sort of, okay, more independent. You can take on a lot on your own. You can take on any kind of burden here. You don't really need this person's support, versus this person, if they're somewhere, it's like, okay, they gotta be with someone regardless of love or not. I'm just getting that. It's a bit random. Now, there could be a child here, and there could have been a fight in regards to a child, what's best for the child as well. So if they're this person, or you have another, like a third party from the past, there could have been someone intervening here as well, possibly. Now, there is something to do with third party. I do feel there was a case of being immature and maybe lying about it as well. And not just telling the full truth, because then there's just like other, worms in that can will crawl out, something like that. But it's not in anyone's favor to lie about anything. I feel here that there's just a lot of heat. It's basically, I'm just saying, it's like pot is being stirred. Like, it's best to stay away from the social media, best to stay away from asking anyone for advice, best to stay away from the same environment. Just stay away, just throw the phone in the bin for the moment, because there's some kind of heat around the situation, and it's going to die down. Because if there is some kind of, let's say if you go, if this happened in a closed circle and there's a lot of drinks involved, and it's almost like in this circle of friends there's always going to be certain topics, and right now this connection is the topic. So, but if you just sort of like let them talk about something they don't see, then it will die down, and then life goes on. All right, life goes on. That's what I'm getting. So I might have got myself in the middle of a sort of a cat fight here. Your feelings is that you feel that it's like you long for this person, you want to get out of hermit, you are afraid a little bit that, okay, because they are on your case, wanting to give you the offer, new beginning, commitment, that you're a little bit afraid that, okay, are you too harsh on them, and will they go somewhere else? It could be you feeling that way, possibly. Okay, this might not resonate for all of you, but your intention here is to kind of, okay, you know what, I'm going to do it the hard way here. I'm going to do like what I think it's right. I'm going to take it slow. I'm going to listen to my own advice, focus on my work here, and, have my inner circle to celebrate with them, because my feelings isn't quite grounded with the devil. It's coming up. So am I going to follow my intuition here? So it's saying here, avoid social media or avoid listening to other people for the time being. I do see this person, regardless, they will come your way. They're not going to change that, but it's almost like there's some heat when it comes to this connection right now. I feel that laying something to rest, accepting there was a defeat, accepting there was an ending, accepting that there was noise, but focusing on what it is that you want with this person, not focusing about winning here, winning someone back perhaps. So I feel that should you come back together or should you resolve the situation, things will be different, and it has to be different for this relationship to work. But right now it looks like no, there's not the right time to fix anything. It's almost more healing to just sit in the pain. Okay, so I do see this person, there's a breakthrough. I do see this person, if this is a third party and that's the situation here, I do see this person distancing themselves from whatever environment, third party that is the obstacle here, and they are going through the transformation regardless. This person's life path is already in motion, and their purpose is to be with you. So it's saying that this person will come clean about something and wait until this person or things have calmed down. If there is gossip or there is something about, like, it's almost like, I don't know, you are best of staying in hermit because there's something you don't see and maybe you feel it. So if you feel it's there, it's almost like, okay, just stay indoors for the time being. It has something to do with social media, like a post that or someone is looking for something, evidence or whatever, and then they will get triggered. Someone with I feel here, it could be a Capricorn or Virgo. It feels like this person done something that isn't settled here within, like they haven't brought clarity, they haven't brought the truth. All right, so it's on them to fix everything. I feel, yeah, they have to fix the situation. If they underestimated, what could go wrong or what someone could do that's around them, they might have just sort of brushed it under the carpet, and now it's like you're angry with them, really angry with them, or stressed with them, or there's someone around them that's angry with them and they could be near you. So it could be something to do with like keeping things calm, because it's almost like stay indoors, wait it out. I'm going to pull another card on that. There could be a Leo here, I'm getting. So it might be someone that is sort of feisty around this person. If they have a child, it's just someone around them that isn't the best of influence here, male or female. So I feel here that this pain you can get out of the stressful situation by avoiding looking at the devil. Avoiding talking to certain people, I feel. Or it's like if there is it's like a group of people, I feel. Okay. Telling you that the energies this weekend have been like the weather, messy. I've been sort of thinking, I don't want to post any of these readings this weekend. They're all weird. I can't get my head around them at all. So why is the devil here? Especially focusing on the Page of Pentacles. Why is that here? Okay, why is it? Is it... it's a difficult choice. Not seeing another way, in denial, hidden information, stuck in the middle, soulmate, and then Six of Swords. So we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the Seven of Swords in reverse, and that's on them, and we have the High Priestess. So a third party have stirred something here. Possibly they have stirred a false rumor. Like they have sent out the jungle telegraph, and now the news is in front of you. Now, this is where it gets challenging, because someone could be sending some news they want you to see because they want a reaction out of you. And it will take you everything not to get triggered. And trust me, not to get triggered in a Mercury retrograde, that's really difficult. So you might get triggered, all right? So it's like really, it's one of these, like you're like, okay, my intuition is saying something, but if someone is in front of you, it's almost like avoiding that person that could trigger, like it's almost forcing you to give a reaction. Because the devil is like, if someone says something bad about someone you love, or something near and dear, it's like you will. It's a reflex response to bark. Most people will do that. Yes, it's easy to give other people advice. It's easy to say, oh no, of course I sit this one out. But the devil is often thrown on you out of the blue, and then it's like you don't plan to deal with it. Yes, you can think that, oh, I can deal with it all, but it's not something you have dealt with before, and you don't want to deal with it, and it's not easy to deal with it. You might not have been in this situation before, so you might normally be you attract this romance by enjoying a moment fully. You know where you're going, you know where your spiritual path is at, you know your fortune, like it's not about not knowing, it's about being triggered by a tricky situation that you have not been in before. It's uncomfortable to say the least, and it might put you in a position to be like, okay, do I take my gloves off? Do I come out? Do I just keep looking at that? I know what's the right thing to do. I'm doing it. I'm trying to do it, but when is enough is enough, all right? It's like, what will I gain if I go out? My reaction is going to please someone else, and they might possibly say that you're the crazy one. So it is that type of reaction. Damned if you do, damned if you don't, because it's like everything in your bones says, deal with it. All right, so I see most of you will be saying, you know what, immaturity, or if I'm going to lose this one, okay, I'm not going to bicker. I'm going to be my air sign self. I'm going to keep calm. I'm going to weather this storm. I might feel a little bit off. Maybe I'll feel like I'm losing something. Maybe there's pain. Maybe I'm also it's almost like getting ready to lose something because you don't want to face that situation. But actually, it says here, Gemini, by actually choosing the peaceful solution might seem like you are being the foolish one, giving something up, letting someone walk all over you. But actually, you will see that the person that wants to trigger the situation is going to keep going, and they'll do something foolish. And somehow this is going to make you look good. It might not appear this way. It might not appear this way. So it says here, try to bite your, it's like it could be really difficult. If you're managing to do it, it will go in your favor. It's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's not like right or wrong here. It's just about choosing your battle, a Gemini. So the person you're dealing with, they could have Scorpio, Aries, Sagittarius, Taurus in their chart. And this person, they need to see, it's almost like doing it this way. If you manage to stay away, follow your intuition, do something someone don't expect, something's going to flare up, and all eyes is going to be on the elephant in the room, the devil in the room, the situation in the room, and they're going to be like, wow, you really did go too far. So that will happen regardless. It's just a matter of time, but it will be worth waiting for. So Gemini, and I see here that it takes you everything to keep grounded. Like there is a romantic situation. You're taking advantage of your inner knowing. You know something is worth waiting for. You might have a child as well, where you will sacrifice a person, or you will do anything for something that is like a baby to you, and you will not let anyone walk all over you, or you will take a step away. You will take the peaceful resolution here. I do see that, but there is someone wearing a false mask in the relationship, but the mask will come off. They will be judged. What you thought subconsciously, your intuition, is going to come to light, and this victory will be yours. So someone here that was maybe depleting someone's finances, it's like staying in a very difficult situation. It looks like that situation, actually there will be a breakthrough when you least expect it. There will be a really peaceful solution out of a situation where it seems like everything is up in the air. How is this going to end? It's aggravating, to say the least. It's stressful. This will never end, but it will end. It will be a peaceful resolution, and you will not actually expect it, but it's going to work out better than you predict. So it's going to almost show you that taking the quiet way, the peaceful way, even if it will take you a lot of willpower not to give someone your peace of mind here, it's going to go in your favor, Gemini. So sorry for the bumpy reading. Please check out other signs in your chart, and thank you so much for stopping by, and I wish you a wonderful, wonderful week ahead.